Hi, my name is Vahan Davudyan. I'm a physics experimentalist for 30 years. In these last 30 years, I have always replicated most experiments conducted with many scientists. And then I remember if I didn't have the tools, I couldn't do it, or if it was beyond my expertise. But overall, I have done almost 80% of those experiments. And today, I have 6 experiments, or we say theories. These are for animals, insects, and plants. And this one is about the fish bladder. So in fact, this is the one I compared with the submarine. And this is fish swim bladder compared with submarines by Vahan Davudyan, physics experimentalist. And this is my email, vahandavudyan@aol.com. First of all, I'd like to thank YouTube for providing this fantastic service, comprehensive service, and then we can upload our videos, upload our ideas, whatever we have in science and technology. So, and the other people can do that, and that is amazing how it works. People can connect with each other exactly like a huge network, or I would say internet, and it doesn't matter what your education is, what your expertise are, but you can learn a lot with the YouTube. And I think YouTube provided this. As a matter of fact, I started like 3 months ago because my theories was finished almost by year 2000. And then I was so busy with the kids' universities and so, and I was working, not retired, I can do that. And in this last 3 months, I remember I uploaded 14 theories, and almost like 4,000 people watched it. When I asked someone who was expert in this, he said, it is so amazing. It's unbelievable that 4,000 people watched it. Some people even sent a comment, they loved it. Some people, wanted to meet me, and I'm hoping, we can meet and then exchange views. Well, as a matter of fact, I came up with an idea that YouTube is called synapse. Synapse is a junction in a human brain, and is connecting billions of neurons, and all the communication and then the functions, the electrical signals are going through those synapses. And I compared YouTube to synapses. The reason why I love that idea that the YouTube is connecting everyone, and they provide this good service, comprehensive, and this beyond my imagination, how good they are. And then, their system is precisely, everything is taken into the consideration. I remember as soon as I upload things, and then after a few minutes, you can watch it. That kind of software is beyond my imagination. It's so good. As a matter of fact, today, I compared fish, because fish is amazing. Amazing. They can go up, they can go down, they can dive, they can go all the way deep, but it's all because of their bladder. I show you here. And imagine submarine is amazing tool for the humans, because they go under the water, and then no matter what, you cannot detect them. Well, of course you can detect them, but this is the way I compare. I have to explain a little bit. Fish swim bladder compared with submarines to control buoyancy. Fish swim bladder is a gas-filled air organ to control buoyancy. Swim bladder has flexible walls that contract or expand according to the ambient pressure. Fish can fill up swim bladder by gulping. Air excess gas can be removed in a similar manner. The swim bladder is also stabilizing the agent, because in the upright position, the center of the mass is below the center of the volume. Buoyancy helps fish stay at the current water depth without having to waste energy. Submarines have ballast I would say, tank, which can hold varying amount of water and air. Ballast tanks are used to allow the vessel to submerge water being taken in to alter the vessel buoyancy. and allow the submarine to dive, sink. Water is blown out from the tanks using compressors. Well, of course, the advantage of the submarine is they can use both air and water. But fish cannot do that because fish is in the water every day. So see, here I show the sail, and then the foreplane, and then the tailplane, and then this is the main ballast. They have another one here, another one here. So it depends on how deep they want to go. They have to fill out those tanks, and they can dive all the way like 1,000 meters or even more. Well, of course, they have all the communication and everything else. And this amazing device, and probably more than 30, 40 crews are working inside. And always my inspiration came from animals, insects, plants, and I don't know how, whenever I see any insect, I have to analyze it. And this is the way I did it, so I'm glad it worked out fine. And my experiments are so unique. In this last 30 years, I have never seen any experiment like this, because I've already uploaded like 14, 15 theories, and then they're good to watch. You can watch at vahandawoodyan@aol.com. And these are so unique, and this is not like ordinary experiment. These are unique experiments, and especially this last 6 one are about animals and insects, and one of them is for the plants, which I will do it later. It's called helicopter. Anyway, and always I remember I was inspired with them, I compared with them, even though you see that is a different function. They just get air here, they get air here also. They get water here, and the fish is not getting water. But see, amazing, this device is so good. How could you use submarine if there's no buoyancy? It's not like ship on the surface of the ocean. It's going down, and imagine how much force there is. That's unbelievable, how much force that's pushing up. So you have to be able to balance that force. And I'm hoping that you guys can learn about this experiment, about this analogy, about this comparison, and that which is partly biology, partly physics, partly aerodynamic. And I appreciate. Like I said, I love YouTube channel because they provided fantastic opportunity for me, and I like to thank some scientists. One of them is fantastic. His name is Dr. Michio Kaku, and then he's a university professor, and I love his program always. I watch him. It's so comprehensive, and he explains everything to the best of his ability. They're concise, coherent, and logical. And he has so many books. I read most of them, and especially I love the one Are We Alone Here? And there's another one called, let's see, what is that called? Oh, Teleportation. And another physicist, his name is Dr. Nick Lucid. His explanation is so good, it's beyond my imagination. Another one, Dr. Derek Mueller. He is so good also. His explanation are so good. And then also physics girl, her name is Diana Cowan. Oh, see, she is beyond my imagination how good she is. She explained everything to the best. There is no way that you won't understand it. If you listen carefully, you will understand it. Well, of course, there's another one. It's called Dr. Arvin Ash. He's also good. His programs are good. And there's another one. I know him by, his name is Professor, but I know his first name is Dave. He's so good because a long time ago I remember he was explaining the laws of thermodynamics. It just happened to be the best. I love it because it was simple, it was so good, and then he did not use so many formulas, but it was good. Thanks a lot anyway.